Hey yo.
I forget. Who'd you say you wanted to romance in this game?
Uh, Kanji, but I know I can't do that. So,
Oh,
um,
you poor man.
yeah. So I'll probably go. I don't know, Chia or Nanako. I think is her name.
No, Nanako's
Wait,
your
no,
your
no,
cousin.
no, no.
Nanako's your cousin. You fucking
Sweet
Jordan.
home Alabama.
Jordan.
Oh
Jordan.
God, no.
I'm
I'm
gonna call you
sorry.
Alabama for the rest of this playthrough. You don't correct yourself right the fuck now.
The blue-haired chick with the hat.
Now, Naoto.
Naoto, there you go. Nanako, my mother. Oh man, that's bad. That's funny.
Oh my god. Well, this fucking sets the tone immediately.
3 seconds in, I done goofed.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So speaking of kanji, we're going to be starting on this segment soon.
Oh god.
So, so Alabama, have you heard of a lot of the anniversaries that are happening this year for video games?
Gotta go fast, Jess. God
Yeah,
damn it.
Sonic's having his 30th, Pokemon with their 25th, Dragon Quest with their 35th, Metroid with their 35th. I think Donkey Kong's also going
And
on their
yet we're not
35th.
getting Prime 4 for the 35th.
I think the I was talking about this with my best pal like a couple days ago, where we were discussing like jokingly what Nintendo would do, and what if it was just like a straight Mario 3D All-Star style port of Metroid Other M?
I'm cool with that.
You you would be cool with that.
Yeah, no, I actually love Other M. Like, I think it's really the direction the series should have been going in. It was just flawed in translation. Like, overall, the story beats are okay. It's a bit
Sounds like I have a
stilted that you have to
sounds like I
listen to
have a
all of Adam's orders, but let's face it, she's doing it because he's an old friend. I think, honestly, if you translate the game a little differently, make it to where they have a bit more of an understandable backstory, which you could do just through the cutscenes that are already there, honestly. You just
sounds
really got to
like I'm
change
gonna
what they
have a
say.
video
It'd be
to
pretty great.
sounds like I have a video to send you later.
Okay. Yeah, I actually really enjoyed Other M. Like, gameplay wise, I consider it probably one of the better Metroids. Except for, like,
Um,
the weird scanning areas where it just forces you to go into first person for no reason.
see, I'm
Those were
thinking
weird.
I mean, I just threw this out as a possible thing because I think one, it'd be super easy, and two, Capcom already did something similar with Mega Man Zero. Uh, Essentially, just have a bundle of Metroid Zero Mission and Metroid Fusion.
Hmm. With
I think
Other M.
that'd be, yeah, no, not with Other M, just those two.
No, I'd be cool with that. Port the GBA games.
God
Go
forbid
ahead
they
and
port.
honestly, I'd do. The 3DS remake of Metroid 2. Go ahead and
Yes,
include that, and include like maybe it probably wouldn't be too hard just to do like the assets from the 2 remake, make a port of 1 in HD. Um,
I don't. I'm not sure if S ports could work on the Switch. I'm not sure.
I mean, we
Like,
got the NES thing already that has Metroid on
but
it.
yeah, but the NES has would only need one screen. That's the thing. The DS always relied on its double screen build. So
Yeah, but the bottom screen isn't heavily utilized, and you can do what you did with the Mega Man Zero collection, where you get ZX and ZX Advent in that, and it's now on the Switch, and they just allow you to position the second screen somewhere on the screen or play it side by side. So you have options to make it run on the
except that's
Switch already.
Capcom, not Nintendo. Capcom are sensible folks. They made a
Yeah,
giant vampire lady.
giant vampire lady, step on me, please.
Yeah, that
Uh,
I've seen, like, literally my timeline on Twitter is just nothing but that tall vampire lady, and I'm living it. Like, I'm a recent Resident Evil person. I've played 4 and the 2 remake, and I'm
oh
planning
shit.
on possibly playing the first one and the seventh one, but let's just say Resident Evil Village is immediately appealing to me out the gate.
I'm not
Greatest
looking it
game.
up, but probably Valles Marineris.
I believe it's in the. I believe that's actually on Mars. I
Yeah,
remember that
yeah, I
much.
think it's on
I think
Mars.
that is correct. The second one.
Yeah, let's see.
Yep. Yep. There
Yep.
we
I
go.
was about to say, I know the Grand Canyon ain't the greatest, but it's still pretty grand.
Let's see. What was it? So another one, as mentioned earlier, is Pokemon, and let's just say I'm not really feeling Pokemon at the moment, especially considering Sword and Shield. Like, I'm gonna make a, I'm gonna say something that I'm confident a lot of people can either agree with or disagree with. The only reason why Sword and Shield is able to survive in the fan base the way it is because of Leon, Raihan, Sophie, I think her name's Sophie, Nessa B, and the Shield exclusive Ice Gym leader.
Hmm.
Like, those characters are what Sword and Shield are currently trying to survive on with its life support. God, those games, man. Like, it's not that they were functionally bad. It's just they were so soulless. And then fucking the new Pokemon Snap trailer comes out and some gameplay stuff, and yes, it's being developed by Namco Bandai,
Which,
but
thank God.
my God, it's just so vibrant and so like expressive,
Yeah.
and it just makes Game Freak just look like a fucking. It makes him look just so not incompetent, but just
Arrogant.
no, not even arrogant.
I think it's arrogance, honestly.
No, arrogance would be like if they boasted about their animations and shit. Well, then again, they kind of
They
did.
kind of do, and they're like, look how good this looks in comparison to our previous gen. And I'm like,
Yeah, because
look
previous
at
gens were
what
a
you
fucking
did.
status screen.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh God.
Yeah,
You know,
Gen 5 had more expressive fucking animations
it really did.
Gen,
And
than
that's
the 3D
freaking
games.
sprites.
Yeah, that's sprites that were done via skeletoning, not
Mm-hmm.
like full animations. But anyway, what's the word I'm thinking of? It's not arrogance. It's not ineptitude. It's just,
Laziness?
I guess, because let's face it, Pokemon is an empire of an industry that does have more than just the games, but the games are the reason why there's all these other things
But
that the franchise is
you
surviving
see,
off of,
it's
like the
that
plushes.
reason exactly I say it's almost arrogance. Because they're too big to fail and they know it. They're like, we got the anime, we got the plushes, we got all these side things going on with Pokemon, we got endorsement deals, we got everything. Why do we care about the games again?
Yeah.
And that's like, we
But
can literally
you say
release a
side,
dog shit game with half of the features and everyone's going to buy it. So why
you
try?
you fucking like say side things, but the only recent side games of Pokemon that have come out in recent years is the remake of the first Mystery Dungeon and this new Snap game.
And Pokken.
And Pokken.
Which everyone freaking loves Pokken. It's like the one 3D arena fighter that's actually decent. Like
Naruto
literally.
fans may disagree, but
Well,
to each their
okay,
own.
some of the earlier like Naruto ninja fighting games are pretty good. I've seen a few decent ones, but like okay, what was that recent one? Switch Force, or whatever it was called, like on the Xbox One and PS4. It was like Mighty Switch Force or something. It was like all the anime characters come together. I went over to my ex's to play that because she
Jump
loves
Force.
arena. Yeah, Jump Force. There you go.
Because all the characters I remember looking
Yeah.
really weird in that engine.
Yeah, but my thing is like the gameplay in that style of arena fighter is absolute shit. Like seriously, they feel floaty as hell and just horrible to control. There's no tech inputs really. It's just kind of button mashing and you get out on top. And that's the problem with most arena fighters in 3D, where at least in Pokken, depending on which way the camera's angled, or if you enter like a fight phase, you get the technical inputs, or you actually use the freedom of movement to allow you to dodge ranged attacks. Ranged attacks have a cooldown and also are semi-tracking depending on which character you pick. Like, there's a lot of thought that went into it, and it's actually a very complex system that feels really good to play, and you can pick up the basics in like 5 minutes, but if you really want to get into it, it's a deep fucking system. And this is coming from a guy who plays, you know, BlazBlue and freaking Guilty Gear and shit.
I'm sorry, repeat that again?
What?
The first one you put up, the Arc Systems
BlazBlue?
BlazBlue.
Oh, I've always called it BlazBlue. Never saw an E on the end of Blaze, so I just say BlazBlue.
Well, pronunciation shit aside, yeah, its point is, even though it's the 25th anniversary of Pokemon coming up, I have very, 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 very low expectations for what they could possibly do. So, yeah. Outside of that, there's also 35th of Donkey Kong. I would be shocked. I would be shocked if there was any kind of Donkey Kong 35th stuff. Like,
I would love it if that happened though. Like, I want Donkey Kong.
I like it too. I mean,
him and Jimmy Neutron got like the best hairdo in the biz. You know, it's great.
But yeah, I only remember playing Donkey Kong 64 when I was a kid, but
And I've never played Donkey Kong 64.
maybe that could be something, or like a Donkey Kong 64 remake. That'd be pretty cool. But
yeah, now that Rare is kind of able to do things outside of Microsoft.
What's the name? Retro Studios do it, since Nintendo acquired them.
Yeah, or Retro Studios, like they did the Donkey Kong Adventures Island Freeze for the Wii U, and that just got on the Switch.
They did Luigi's Mansion 3 as well.
Yeah,
so
like honestly, and they're working on Metroid Prime 4.
No, that's
Is it not
Retro?
Yeah, it's Retro. Retro did all the Prime games.
Wait, then hold on. It's not Retro then, because I'm thinking of I'm thinking of a different studio. Hold on.
Hey, could I try just a little bit of that?
When your bow asks if he can have your fries, literally the reverse of that.
Pretty much.
Has Amanda ever done that to you, where it's like, hey, can I have some of your fries?
Dude, we do it to each other all the time. I should have hit chow down. It's like, I just saved your ass. I can eat this whole bowl. Screw you.
Next Level Games, not Retro.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
Okay.
Next Level could do a remake of it. There we go. Yeah, that was it. Not Retro. So, yeah, there you go. Next Level Games could possibly do a remake and/or do portings of older Donkey Kong games.
I love her and her steak fetish.
Yeah, she loves her steak.
She loves her steak.
Like, Chie is the kind of gal that would look at American barbecues, and she probably would be like salivating through the travel trip.
I love her.
Hey, you've got a pony up too. You're just as much to blame.
It's like, fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, you both ate their fucking ramen. You don't eat another person's ramen. That's heresy.
We just started serving.
Oh, well.
We're doing our part to spread this town's specialty dish.
That's just a yakisoba griddle. Oh well, steak is steak. It's far from a fillet steak, though.
Okay, Chie, just grab a T-bone. It's got the fillet on it. Bone in's the way to go.
Just grabs a fucking raw T-bone and slaps Yosuke with it.
Pretty much.
So yeah.
Honestly, T-bone's probably my favorite steak. How about you?
I don't eat steak very much. Actually, I don't even really. Like, if I were given the choice to eat steak or not eat steak, I'd probably go with not eating steak, because I hate I hate it getting stuck in my teeth.
Bitch, when you are down here, I am cooking you a fucking steak.
What? What would be my favorite though?
Yeah, you better think on that. Like,
Yeah,
I won't
yes,
let
I'm
it get
not-
stuck in
I'm
your
not
teeth
true-
either. I'm gonna make sure it's
I'm not
nice and
truly-
tender. I soak that thing in butter.
I am not truly from the South unless I can name my favorite kind of steak.
Yeah, I mean, mine's pretty run of the mill, but come on, you gotta like something.
Chicken fried steak.
Chick fried steak. I mean, in some ways, I'm proud of you because what is more southern than a slab of beef that's been deep fried, but also heresy because it's not a real steak.
Hey man, those school lunches on Wednesdays always had me going for them.
Okay. So let me tell
Sometimes
you.
you gotta love being a little shit.
No, totally. But so are you more of a cream gravy guy or a brown gravy guy?
I'm either or, man. Gravy's gravy.
People look at what I'm working with and understand when I slap this man in the face.
What? You say, I mean, gravy's, as I said, gravy's gravy. Have some mashed potatoes and gravy.
Yeah, but like mashed potatoes, you have the brown onion gravy with it. It's got that little earthy flavor. You know, that's what you're going for. With the fried steak, it's the country gravy because it's thicker, it's a little creamier. You get that nice, heavy peppercorn taste in with it, and it just kind of seasons up the beef even further than the breading. But you don't like slather the brown gravy on it because it's so liquidy in comparison. It just soggies up the breading, and then like you're just eating tough, pounded out, tendony meat with a soggy breading and sad sauce.
Not slab sauce.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, you put that on your baked
next
potato.
level games could hopefully do something with Donkey Kong now that Nintendo have acquired them. And then another 35th. Let's see, there was Metroid, there's Donkey Kong, Dragon Quest. That's it. And as a Dragon Quest fan, you know, it excites me greatly to hear the creator of the series say, like, we've got some cool announcement coming up. We'll have a cool announcement for the 35th anniversary. And a lot of people are speculating a possible remake of the 9th game, which is which is the one I started with. It's one of my favorite games. It's like my comfort game. So if that ends up being the case, I will probably cry. Like if it's either ported to the Switch or if it, well, I did say earlier DS ports I don't know if can work. If it's a remake, I would probably cry because then they'd probably fix a lot of things that could be irksome in 9, like make the character creator a bit more in-depth. Make the alchemy system not require you to have to travel back to one specific town in the inn just to fucking craft stuff. It's like, yeah, or probably the most convenient thing, and this is something I want them to take from Dragon Quest 9, or not 9, 11, be able to buy materials while you're within the crafting menu so you don't have to go out and hunt for them in the overworld.
Fair.
That's the reason why I probably prefer that's one of the reasons why I'd say Jordan keep playing Dragon Quest 11.
I mean, yeah, there's definitely some just quality of life improvements from later installments, and you can just put those into remakes. That's the beauty of remakes.
Although if I were to guess what they would do, it would probably be a remake of 3, because when I played 3 on the Switch, I got a bit of a flashback to when I beat 11, and word for word, the opening to 3 is a lot like the very last scene that happens at the end of 11. So I get the feeling that that was a teaser for like a Dragon Quest 3 remake. Which, if that's the case, I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't like that. I don't think anybody'd say they wouldn't like that. So, yeah, point is lots of 35th anniversaries and interesting things that'll happen this year. just fucking hope that, you know,
Why are you
if
being
it's
so
fucking a remake of like
a really
of like
dexterous bag?
some,
How smoothly my fingers
I don't know actually, because as far as Dragon Quest goes, there isn't really so
What
much
are you
of a
looking at?
bad game in the series,
Ow!
since a lot of them follow the same formula.
You dropped something.
Oh, that's a pair I kind of screwed up on.
Ooh.
So funny enough,
You
that's actually a costume in the game.
I need to equip her with it.
How do I look?
Do you like them?
I want to wear this one. It's even got a nose scar.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
How very unfortunate. That pair doesn't have the right lenses. Guess I
Teddy.
should have made it.
Teddy.
Aw, too bad. Here, Chie, your turn.
But yeah, a lot of times 2021's looking to be a big release for a lot of different games that I'm looking forward to.
2021 just seems like it's going to be a big relief for everything.
How'd it come to
I mean, we can hope. Hey,
Here's,
Jordan, your steak waifu's wearing the glasses.
honestly, she looks hotter already.
I fucking knew you'd say that.
Yep. I mean, look at that schnoz. Could nibble on that.
Be able to point out exactly where the best steak smell is.
Exactly. And that mustache, let me tell you, I'd be twiddling that all night.
Nice work.
You see what I have to work with, people?
And I get bored.
Well, I'm glad that she's in high.
Yeah, so what if she was almost murdered? She's in high spirits now. Her friend's wearing a goofy pair of glasses.
That's all that matters.
It's like the equivalent of that one meme with all the 60s Spider-Man villains, and they're just, and it's like that one with the rhino, and it's in the text above it says, when you're wearing a goofy hat and waiting for your friends to notice.
Yep.
Let's see, there was also,
You don't believe.
let's see, Bravely Default 2 is releasing this year.
Hmm.
I wouldn't mind
Chris Tales is releasing this year, which I need a goddamn release date.
crowded.
Stat! Because it was supposed to come out the day before my birthday, but they delayed it.
You want to come along? Looks like
Let's see, what else is coming out this year? Point is, a lot of games and a lot of game publishers and developers have a lot of stuff coming this year that looks interesting.
not good enough.
So,
That'll work out. That's what we
yeah,
got.
that'll,
When your uncle's an asshole.
no, when your uncle can't cook.
Yeah, pretty
When
much.
you're... So yeah, for anybody that has something they're looking forward to this year, game release-wise, say so in the comments, because I'm legitimately curious. Because there might be something I'm forgetting. Oh yeah, The Last Faith. That's releasing this year, and oh man, that looks good.
Mm-hmm.
You might as well do The Lovely Man.
Yeah. Because it looks like a finished fishing.
Yeah. Even though, like, God, man, I might be just stupid, but I could never figure out how to unlock fishing when I was playing this.
Hmm.
Might need to look it up or something. Do it off screen.
Yay, I have a reliable level of courage now.
Yes, you are now slightly better when confronted by people in an angrily manner. Let's see. I don't think F-Zero has anything happening this year.
They never have
Even-
anything happening, and I hate it.
I know, Captain Falcon's now just going to be only remembered for Smash Brothers.
You know, and that's one of the things, man, I forget his name. Guy who makes Smash Brother and works like a freaking draft horse.
Sakurai.
Sakurai. Yeah, that's actually one of the reasons he was talking about not wanting to put in, Wooden Boy from Super... Gino. There you go. he wasn't wanting to put Gino necessarily in the game because he's like, at a certain point, I feel like we're not preserving the history of these characters, but rather they're getting remembered just for being Smash characters.
Exactly.
And
so
like,
if Gino was added into Smash, it'd be a problem of like, well, people will only remember Gino for Smash because not everybody was able to play
Super
Super
Mario,
Mario
RPG.
RPG. Exactly.
Even though, now we have the Switch Online service and you could totally just play it on the SNES emulator, but not everyone does that, which is kind of sad.
Because Nintendo's online is shit.
Yeah, but the emulator's really not. Like, those services are actually, to me, worth the $10 if you just want to have a legal way to play these games instead of ripping the ROMs yourself.
Actually, for a year, it's $20.
Oh, it's 20 now? Shit, I thought it was still 10.
Yeah, but no, it was always 20.
Oh. Then yeah, they're charging you more than it's worth. Shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, God, imagine Smash Brothers streamers or something, or people that want to frequently stream games online like Splatoon or Splatoon. I actually can't think of any other online games that Nintendo would be known for off the top of my head. I don't know, maybe Pokemon with all the rating stuff, but who the fuck, unless you're shiny hunting, who the fuck plays that shit online, man?
Mm-hmm.
And again, I sound like I'm shitting on Pokemon a ton. I love Pokemon. It's just their recent releases and decisions with the games have just it's just pointed out how much they don't really care about the games that much anymore.
Yeah.
If you want a perfect summarization of how I feel and a lot of fans feel towards Game Freak and Pokemon as a whole, if you know the channel Girlfriend Reviews, go watch their Sword and Shield review because it's honestly too perfect to sum it up. Let's see, there's also, I don't know if it's gonna release this year, but I'd love to learn more about that Avowed game that Obsidian's developing. Since I've been playing New Vegas and I really like that, and I played The Outer Worlds and I really like that, and Obsidian's just essentially gonna be making their own Skyrim with Avowed, and I'm very excited to see what they do with that. You cannot afford. All right. So what are you planning on doing here?
Well, I do want to get Yukiko out and just get a few levels on her because we're going to need it for Kanji.
Fair enough.
That's going to happen
Let's just
very
hope.
soon.
Let's just hope you're fortunate enough to run into Gold Shadows.
Yeah, that, and I just don't have a lot of money right now.
Fair.
So
yeah.
I need to
yeah.
just, if anything, get
Who'd
some
have
money.
thought, much like real life, if you don't have that much money on you, you can't really have too much fun on your own.
Yeah. I mean, I could read how to fish again.
This would also be good for you to, heads up, do not go for the powerful shadow in the castle. You are horrifically underleveled for that.
Exactly.
Like, essentially in this game, after you beat a dungeon, there will be a stronger shadow waiting for you at the end of the dungeons because it's like, oh, it's an extra boss for you to fight. Those extra bosses are tougher than they sound, and even though they're waiting in the weaker dungeons, don't try it at this level. You're gonna hate yourself for it.
Can you go back to the castle at later levels after, like, you do the sauna?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can always go back to earlier dungeons after you, even after you've beaten other dungeons.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there you go. In fact, one of the fun Easter eggs from this game comes up if you go to a previous dungeon at a certain block point. All right, so now Yukiko has the gag winter outfit where she just wears the glasses and nose.
Perfect.
So imagine the serious moments of, like, you know, her in combat and, like, she's able to pull big old wind out of her ass, and then suddenly, oh yeah, she's got the gag.
I forget that the camera's inverted.
Uh, yeah, I don't even really bother with the small fry because the golden hands are just worth so much.
Oh yeah, but that's if you get them. Oh yeah, I'm not using
That's right, because
now.
I'm lucky, because I have a higher luck stat than you. I'm able to find them a lot more frequently. You're gonna need to change her to have her follow orders.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Just.
I don't remember if you can change it in the pause screen. Can you?
System?
No. No, it's not system. I think you have to change it in battle, sadly.
Okay.
I'll just remind you when you get into another fight.
Sounds good.
Oh, and golden shadows can appear in the okay, so when you're next on Pro Tag in a fight, go to Tactics, and then change Yukiko to follow orders.
Alright.
God, I love you, Chie. She's just so good at getting criticals. Like, even though there were points in the in my playthrough where I just didn't need, it probably was a detriment to have her in my party, she just kept getting criticals.
Yeah, that's
So I
what
kept
she's
her in.
there for. She's a glass cannon. It's what she do.
Well, even then, she even survives a lot of hits. I don't know.
Yeah. Dude, imagine trying to do a Nuzlocke with this game.
That would be no, that'd be impossible. It literally is impossible.
Oh, probably, but that would still be fun as hell if someone found a way to exploit the systems and do it.
Oh God.
Also,
and since there's a modding community now of this game, that would make sense.
Yeah.
But I think moreover, people are just excited that they've modded in the romance Yosuke option. That
Thank God.
the game,
I mean, if all the data was there, it deserves to be in the game.
yeah,
Like,
it's-
someone went through the hard work to put it in the game in the first place.
right, but then the Atlas is just like, no.
Nah, we can't have some
Because-
queer representation.
And now Yosuke just looks like a giant asshole to Kanji and a lot of people in the LGBT community due to his questionings. And
Mhm. When maybe he was bi all along and having some issues with that.
well, the whole deal was just like him not being able to accept the fact that he may or may not like guys, but
Yeah.
and that's why he was being so insensitive to Kanji or asking really like God, it's like the question of like it's like that thing whenever you have a gay friend or something, or when you meet someone new in your friend group who's gay and they're like, hey, I'm not into guys, and then they go, you're not my type, and then it's the surprised Pikachu face.
Yeah.
It's like, don't try anything while we're in bed with you, while we're in the same tent, and it's like, jackass! Like,
I'm in your hands.
just because he might be into guys doesn't mean he's gonna pounce on everything that may have a penis.
Yep. Do you
Just-
pounce on everything that has a vagina? Probably
No.
not.
Do it.
No. More. No, I don't. There's too much snow. But no, that's just. The point is, modding in Yosuke's romance option with the pro tag, it kind of makes his character a bit more bearable and less homophobic.
Oh, totally.
Because Yosuke, let's face it, in the release of Persona 4 and Persona 4 Golden, without that romance option, he is kind of a homophobe.
Yeah. But I mean, with Japanese culture in mind, I don't really expect him not to be necessarily.
Well, the thing is, you say that, but there's a lot of Japanese media that's super positive with gay characters.
Oh yeah,
I mean, shit.
especially everything that comes from that like all-female writing group who did XXX Holic. I forget what they're called, but yeah, Amanda was
Clamp.
showing them to me. Yeah, Clamp.
Clamp.
They're pretty cool.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Wait, Holic had gay couples?
Yeah, one of like the side characters is gay, I believe.
I'm trying to rack my brain because I remember the anime, and I read a lot of the manga, but I don't remember any of the side characters being gay.
Yeah, not to mention, I think Ghost Boy, who like sees everything. Technically, the reason the fortune teller tells him like you don't want to go for this girl, even though you're attracted to her after all, is because the guy like actually pushes spirits away. But they end up being a romantic couple, from my understanding, in like later bits of the story.
For anybody that knows Holic, God, would I even ask for this kind of spoiler? Because I remember rewatching Holic a lot when it was on Netflix. But then again, it only adapted up to a certain point.
Yeah.
I wonder what Clamp's up to now in regards to their manga
I think they're
stuff.
doing some like sequel to Cardcaptor.
Yeah. I remember that came out, and a lot of people were just kind of mixed about it.
Yeah. Like,
I'm not one to judge because I had never seen Cardcaptor, and I'm not that into magical girls. But you know, to each their own, I guess. God, now I'm real. Yeah, I guess if there were going to be a gay side character, it would be Domaki, the dude that the main character, quote unquote, is the whole like dynamic of I'm just hanging out with you, and they're like, get away from me, be gone. Yeah. There's also Revolutionary Girl Utena. Yeah. I know. Anytime you see a hand, you're gonna be jumping towards it, buddy. But it's gotta be golden.
Yeah.
It's not going down.
I can't defeat it.
So yeah, when you get up to the top floor, just bamf out of there. Because, as I said, you're not strong enough to beat that strong shadow.
Yeah. Yet.
That's the other reason why I go with GA a lot of the time.
Yeah,
Because
she'll dodge in most cases.
even being weak to fire and not having evade fire, she's just so... Oh, she's great.
Yeah.
She's the best.
She is probably one of the better characters to use in most situations.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Open Couch Gaming for more video game antics.